What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Virgo YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Virgo sun sign friends. If you were born between the dates of August 23rd and September 22nd, then you are a Virgo sun sign, and this video is for you. Today we're going to be taking a look at the month ahead for the month of July. We're going to be using the Super 8-Bit Tarot, and I'm doing something a little bit different here today. I'm not shuffling the cards on camera. Usually I do, but I wanted to try something new, so I would appreciate it if you give me some feedback. Do you like it better when I shuffle or when I don't shuffle? If you guys could give me some feedback in the comment section, I would appreciate that, and that'll help me decide what to do in the future. Alright, but since we're all shuffled and ready to go, we can jump right on into it. What we're going to do is look at these cards as a whole, and then we're going to look at these cards individually, and then come back and see what they have to say as a whole. So we'll start with this card here, which represents the energies of last month for my Virgo sun sign friends, the energies of June. And we've got the Seven of Cups. And I'm feeling like a lot of you may have been indecisive in June. Not necessarily indecisive, let's not put it that way. And I also want to state that this is a reading for a large group of people, so take what works for you. But I feel as though there are a lot of options. June had a lot of things going on, a lot of things placed in front of you. Maybe some of them were new, and perhaps a lot of you had a hard time deciding which one to put your energy into. You know, we only have so much time, we only have so much energy, we only have so much focus, and we kind of have to pick and choose in life, you know, where we're going to put our focus, our energy, and our time. And I feel as though June was one of those instances where there was a lot of options. Maybe you weren't sure which one to pick. Maybe there's a lot of indecision. Maybe there's a lot of unwillingness to make a decision. So kind of not a confusing time, but kind of a time where not many decisions were made. You know what I mean? Alright, let's move on over here. This card represents the present current energies, and we got the Seven of Pentacles. Actually, excuse me, this is the Super 8-Bit Tarot. It's based on video games, so it's the Seven of Coins. And it's another 7. Alright, Virgo friends, I'm feeling as though at this time right now, a lot of you are seeing the results of having made a decision. I think a lot of you are at least awaiting the results, if not experiencing the results. You know, where June was an indecisive time, perhaps you made a decision and you picked a lane, picked the direction, and now you're sitting waiting for the results. And some of you are getting the results of making that decision. So it seems like a fruitful time. Things are happening, things are coming together, and results are occurring. So I feel as though, Virgo friends, maybe at this point in your lives, a lot of you are feeling vindicated. A lot of you are feeling like the culmination of a lot of things are coming together at this time. And I'm sorry it's a little vague, but this is a reading for a 12th of the population. So what does that mean for you? Do you feel like things are happening now? Things are coming together. Things are what's not coalescing? What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, coagulating? I don't know. When things come together, conglomerating? I'm sorry, I don't know. So yeah, things are happening, it seems like. So let's move on over to this card, which represents the energies of next month, the energies of July. We've got the King of Coins. Oh my. July seems like one of those months where there's a focus on the physical. There's a focus on money, possibly. Whenever I see coins, I always like to point out that coins don't necessarily just represent money. They represent the physical, tangible things. And when we get a king, this is the energy of structure, the energy of maturity. Maybe this could symbolize focusing on money in a very mature way. But it seems like financial concerns are sort of going to be the predominant focus in the month of July for a lot of you. And the king, like I said, is someone who is in charge of those things. So, this could represent a financial success, possibly. Financial responsibility for a lot of you. And this could also, for those of you who are less involved in the physical realms, this could also mean being very well grounded and just really focus on the physical world. And when I say the physical world, I mean your health, right? I mean getting exercise. I mean anything that you can touch, your home, your clothes, your your medicine, whatever it may be, just to focus on that in a positive way. So it looks like July is going to be a financial time for a lot of you, where finances are kind of the forefront and are kind of focused on. All right, let's move on over here. This card represents what to hold on to in the month of July. We've got the Fool card, a major arcana. And I think this card is asking you to take chances in the month of July. Yes, it's all well and good to have the King of Pentacle energy, where you're very methodical. You don't take a lot of chance. But I think to balance that out, I think we need to embrace the Fool card and allow randomness to occur. Right? The Fool is someone who is going to jump off the cliff without looking down, just for the thrill of it. Okay, so I think that's what Spirit is asking you to do, is to bring in some of that energy, bring in that cavalier attitude, bring in that risk-taking element, and just be willing to take risks and be willing to go on an adventure, right? So life is always an adventure, and if you don't perceive it as such, then you're going to be missing out on all sorts of opportunities to have fun and excitement and learn new things. So in the month of July, Virgo friends, I encourage you to take more chances. See life as an adventure. Alright, over here we've got, this card represents the biggest hurdle or obstacle you're likely to face in the month of July. We've got another court card. We've got another king. It's the King of Wands. The feeling I'm getting here is the biggest obstacle for a lot of you is going to be taking action in alignment with the King of Coins, in alignment with the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is slow, methodical, and I get the feeling that for a lot of you, July is going to feel slow and methodical, like it might kind of inch by, minute by minute. And the feeling I'm getting here is that as a result, maybe some of you won't be able to, or won't understand what the proper actions are to be taken. When things are hectic and fast-paced and chaotic, we take a lot of action because that's what the energy around us dictates. But I get the feeling that this month is going to be... a lot of you are going to struggle to take action. A lot of you are going to not understand what the proper action is to take. And this can be solved by connection to the higher self, connection to the spirit realms, and get information, bring it down from your guides. That's just one way of doing it. That's the way I do it. So I don't know how you learn about the proper action, but really search yourself. Ask that, set that intention. What action should I take this month? And I think that'll help you get past that obstacle. All right, this card here represents what you should let go of in the month of July. We've got the Eight of Swords. And this card very clearly is saying that you need to let go of those self-imposed restrictions, those boundaries that you set for yourself. A lot of this comes from the ego mind. It comes from our programming. We've been raised to believe certain things about what is possible and what is not possible. And if you realize that you're creating your reality based on your thoughts and your feelings, then those restrictions become actual physical boundaries to what is possible in your life. If you believe something is impossible, then you are correct. If you believe something is possible, then you are correct. Whatever you believe in, you are correct. So when we have these self-imposed restrictions, we're restricting our own reality. And I think that's what you need to let go of this month. I think you need to realize what those restrictions are and realize that you can transcend them if you so desire. Yes, you've been programmed to believe something, but if you are willing to question what you've been taught, then that's going to be the first step in removing some of these boundaries. And once you realize that I've been told lies, but I've been told predominantly lies. Once you realize that, I think those walls can start to come down. So that's something to kind of focus on this month, is tearing down those walls. Alright, this card represents the energy of the people around you in the month of July. I just want to say that, of course, individuals in your life are going to have specific kinds of energy, but this is representative of people in your life as a whole. And we've got the Queen of Wands. I think people in your life are going to be a little bit active, a little bit bossy, a little bit faster paced energy than you are feeling. Okay, I see the King of Coins here, who's someone who's methodical and slow and methodical and tactile, whereas the people in your life as a whole seem to be a little bit more action oriented, and that's going to clash with you a little bit. But I would say that you should allow that energy to rub off on you, because like I said, this is a month to take chances, even though you may feel like being safe, being pragmatic. This is more of a month to take chances, so allowing the energy of the people around you to influence you to be more active and more assertive even is going to help you a lot, Virgo friends. So allow the energy of the people around you to influence you, I think, this month, and I think it's going to be beneficial for you. All right, this last card here represents the biggest lesson that my Virgo friends are likely to learn in the month of July, and we've got the Nine of Cups. Finally some cup energy. We did have the Seven of Cups earlier, but the feeling I'm getting from this, Virgo friends, is that the lesson this month is that you're going to learn, or you need to learn, that you have everything you need to be happy. Yes, you want more money, okay? Yes, you want things to go well. Yes, you don't want to take a lot of risks because it's safer that way. And that's all like coming from desire, that's all need. What you need to realize is that you already have all those things. You already have what you need to be happy. And once you realize that, once you find that internal happiness, all those exterior things become less and less necessary for you to be happy. And I think that's the lesson here, Virgo friends, is happiness comes from within. It comes from being content with what you have. And not even just content, it comes from being elated with what you already have, so that those needs from the outside world are not necessary anymore for your happiness. And I think we're going to get closer to learning that lesson this month, Virgo friends. So it's a good lesson to be learning, and I'm sure a lot of you feel this already, but there's a big difference between feeling something and truly understanding it, or having like an idea of it and truly understanding it. And I think this month is going to bring you closer to truly understanding that point. All right, now that we've seen all the cards, it looks like there's progress. I'm seeing a lot of progress here, going from indecision to making a decision to seeing it out, is kind of the feeling that I'm getting moving into July, and doing those things in July that are going to slowly bring you closer to more money, more success in whatever physical thing that you're trying to do. Right? If you're trying to buy a car, I see you coming closer to buying that car. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. So it's not just money, but definitely be willing to take risks, my Virgo friends. This is a month for risk taking, even though you may not feel like it, and it's going to bring you out of your comfort zone. Take those risks because they're going to help you to expand. The biggest obstacle is knowing which actions to take, right? And moving a little bit faster than you kind of are feeling. So consult your guides, consult your higher self, set that intention to understand what actions you need to take. And in doing so, you also need to realize what your limitations are, what your self-imposed limitations are, so that you can start to bring down those walls, okay? And you need to remove those swords and realize that it's all coming from your ego mind. It's all programming from things other people have told you. And if you can be programmed, you can be unprogrammed or deprogrammed or reprogrammed, whichever way you want to look at it. The people around you seem to be a little bit more active, which I think is a good thing for you, since this is seemingly, like I said, I think you're going to feel kind of slower, methodical, but what you need is to be a little bit more active. So I think the people in your life are going to help you a lot. And the lesson here this month is be happy. Everything's perfect. Everything's great right now, right in the present moment. So count your blessings, show gratitude for everything you already have, and you're going to need outside validation less and less. All right, before we go, I asked the crystal reading cards what crystal or healing message that the crystals have for my Virgo friends in the month of July. And we've got citrine, abundance. Hold on, let me get my citrine. I like to have I don't know what you call it. Physical. Yeah, you got the image, but let's see the physicality. Anyway, citrine and abundance. And I think that goes along with the King of Coins. It goes along with the Nine of Cups in that abundance is coming. I think a lot of you have worked hard for it, and things are going to pay off in the month of July. And you should realize how much abundance you already have. And that's going to bring more abundance, right? If you have this mentality of lack, I don't have abundance, the universe is going to feed you exactly what you're sending out. I don't have abundance. But if you're happy with all that you have already, you're going to be sending out the message to the universe that I am so rich in all areas of my life. And the universe is going to feed that back to you. It's going to feed you richness. So citrine is going to be a great crystal to work with. It's going to help you to manifest more abundance. It's going to keep you in a positive state while you have this slower mentality or slower a lot of slow energy this month. Citrine is going to bring you up. It's going to help you to bring you towards that wand energy, which I think a lot of you need to embody this month. So that's the reading for my Virgo friends. I hope you guys got something out of that. Remember to leave me some feedback about whether or not you like the shuffling. I'd appreciate that. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video, if you got something out of it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put those in the comment section below. And if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the videos I release. And finally, you can check me out more at check me out more. You can find me at lightofriga.com. The link is in the description. That's going to be the place to book a personal reading with me, check out some crystals, as well as check out the free daily readings on the homepage. So I appreciate that. lightofriga.com. All right, Virgo friends, we're moving towards abundance and happiness. So July seems like a very positive time for you. Remember to take risks and be more open and be more active. And I think things are going to be great in July. So I want to wish you love and light, Virgo friends. I want to thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.